In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate MBProgressHUD activity indicator into our mobile application. And MBProgressHUD is an open source project. You can easily find it on GitHub by searching for its name, MBProgressHUD. And if you scroll down below a little bit, you'll see that it's very nice looking activity indicator. Like it can have a circling activity with no label, text label, and it can have a text label like this saying loading or please wait, or it can have a label text with a detailed text like loading, updating data. So like you can really customize it and make it looking nice, or you can have it looking like this, which is also very interesting. I do like the activity indicator that comes from Apple, but I like MBProgressHUD much better. And this is why I decided in this video to show you how to integrate it, because at this moment MBProgressHUD is an Objective-C project, and we're building mobile application in Swift. If you scroll down below, you will see that all examples at this moment here now are in Objective-C, but I'll show you how to do it in Swift. Okay, so to download this open source project, you can simply tap on this download zip button, and it will download entire project in a zip folder. I have already downloaded it. It is on my desktop. I'll show you here, MBProgressHUD. It's a zip file. I have unzipped it into a folder, and here's the entire project with examples. But for us to integrate it into our mobile application, we need these two files, the header and implementation file. So I will open my mobile application, and I will grab these two files, MBProgressHUD H and M, and I will drag and drop it into my project. Minimize this. Destination copy items if needed needs to be checked, and then tap on finish. If you get this pop-up window, would you like to configure an Objective-C bridging header? Say yes. This will create a new file for you, this one, and the bridging header is usually named after your mobile application, and then dash bridging header. So in my case, it's my new app dash bridging header. And in this bridging header, we will need to import MBProgressHUD.h. We need to import our header file. Okay, and this should be good for the integration. So now if we go to main storyboard and look where can we use it, there are two view controllers at least that can benefit from activity indicator. First is sign in. When I tap on sign in button and we send HTTP request to parse, and while waiting for parse to respond, we can show that activity indicator circling and letting user please wait. And sign up, the longest the sign up operation takes the longest because we need to upload image to parse, and the image is sometimes very large. It's at least a couple of megabytes, and there's a wait time of, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, depending on the internet connection, might be 7 seconds. So that user doesn't start typing on the sign up button again because they don't know what's happening. We can display this nice looking activity indicator and tell them, please wait, I'm signing you up, or I'm sending data, please wait. Okay, so let's go, for example, first into our sign in view controller and integrate MBProgressHUD into this page. So I will hide left side panel, and then I will open sign in page in Assistant Editor, and then I will scroll down to sign in button top. Okay, and I will look at the business. So first we read value that user provides from to email address text field and user password, and then if they are not empty, we continue, right? So just before sending information to parse, we can display MBProgressHUD, and this is the way you do it. So you can say let spinning spinning activity equals MB. Will it auto suggest progress? Yes. MBProgressHUD show animated. Yeah, this one. So self view and then animated true. Okay, so this will instantiate MBProgressHUD and we'll assign it to our variable here. Now we can customize it a little bit. For example, we can set the label color or font or text. So I'll set label text to something like sending, for example, and then I'll go back to my spinning activity. I will set the, for some reason it takes time to auto suggest, and then I will set detailed details label text is the one which is below the main label to something please wait. Okay, and that should be it. So spinning activity is a model, so while activity indicator is showing, user cannot tap anything on the screen, and which is good basically because we do not want user to tap anything. We want them to wait, otherwise they can navigate away, or otherwise they can tap on sign in button again. But if you want to turn this feature, like if you want to make it not model, you can use user interaction enabled and set it to false. If you do that, then user will be able to tap on other buttons or interface elements on the screen while activity indicator is circling. But I don't really like this feature, so I will comment it out. So now activity indicator should be circling, and when is the good time to close it? As soon as we receive information back from server side. So as soon as server side responds back, we want to stop it. And there are a couple of ways to stop it. If one of the way is to simply refer to this spinning activity and then call its function, I think it's called hide animated true. For example, you can stop it like this. But if you don't have this reference, for example, you might have declared this inside of the function call, and then you're trying to close spinning activity from another function call. So you can also use something like this, MB progress. I just copy it, MBProgressHUD, and then called hide all, and then self view animated true. Okay, and that will close on the spinning activity. Now let's run this and see how it works. Let's first of all, let's comment this out and see the spinning activity circling, because I think signing doesn't take much time. It's like only a second with my Wi-Fi internet connection. So it will disappear pretty quickly. Building success. Okay, so I type in my email address and then password, sign in, and now I see this spinning activity. Well, it disappeared because we went out of that page as well, but if we had to stay, then spinning activity would not disappear. So now I uncomment it and run it again. Actually, I think it will take about the same time. Sign in. Oh, invalid login parameters. Yes, there is a typo. Sign in. Yeah, it disappears pretty quickly. So let's do let's cancel, let's comment out this line, and let's comment out the line that takes us away from this view controller, and then run it. So now let's log in. Okay, so now it's circling. So this is how it looks. I think it's pretty nice looking one, and I really like it better than the one that comes from Apple. But anyways, let's stop it and let's uncomment or tag our code. Okay, and so we make it display as soon as, just before we send out HTTP request or perform a lengthy operation, any operation that takes some time, and then we hide it as soon as operation completes. Now, if you use this activity indicator in your code, and sometimes we need to call it inside of dispatch and sync, then in a separate thread. So if you do that, then the way to close this activity indicator, you will need to call it on the main thread, something like this. Dispatch a thing on the main queue, because otherwise it will not close if you instantiate it in a separate thread. So why is it? Oh yeah, built. But in this case, what? Dispatch as sync. Dispatch as sync. Oh right, I don't need it. But in case of this code, we don't really need to call it on the main thread, because it works anyways. So sign out and then log in again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now it works fine. Okay, so I'll delete this. So let's try, let's go and add this activity indicator to our sign up page, because that takes the longest time. So I'll copy this, close and right side panel, and go to my sign up view controller, open assistant editor. Okay, and here we go. So once user taps on sign up button, let's find it. Sign up button top here. Just before we are ready to send, information to our server side, which is parse here, I will make my activity indicator show up. and just before it is, just as soon as I received response from parse, I will hide it. I'll add the comment hide activity indicator, and I'll show okay. So just before we send information to parse, we make activity indicator display, and as soon as we receive information from server side, we make it hide. So let's try, let's run and see how it works. Let's sign up a new user. Okay, so I will use a different email address, gmail.com, and then I will create, oh wait, sign up, I'm sorry. So I need to go to sign up page, select a picture, and then use a different email address to sign up, and then we'll come up with the password, repeat this password, and type in my first name and my last name. Okay, and I tap on sign up and I see activity indicator. Well, it's still not showing up nicely. Username is already taken. Oh, okay, because of the keyboard. So it's actually a good idea that we, as soon as we tap on sign up button, we make the keyboard disappear. So we dismiss the keyboard. So let's do that. And the good time to do it is just before, just after user taps on a sign up button. For example, here. Now, if there is only one text field, then one of the ways to dismiss keyboard is to use that text field, for example, user last name text field, and then call resign first responder function. But because we have multiple text fields on the screen and we don't really know which one user is currently typing in, I think the best way to dismiss keyboard from our screen is to use self view and editing, and then true. So that should dismiss our keyboard for sure. So let me try running this example and see how it works. Okay, so I'll go to sign up, select profile photo, select photo, and then type in email address, password, repeat password, and then first name, and then last name, tap on sign up button, and the keyboard is dismissed. Okay, and as soon as we get response from parse, our activity indicator hides. Now there is one more place I think where we send information to the server, and it is log out. So if I go to main page, let me first copy our code so I don't have to type it again. So from sign in page we display activity indicator. So if I copy this spinning activity indicator, and now I go to main page here, sign up, and I will open it, sign out, and I open it in assistant editor. Here we send a request to parse to log out user in background. So again, just before, as soon as we tapped on this function, we can display activity indicator, or just before sending out information to a server side, we can display activity indicator. And then as soon as response arrives from server side, we hide this activity indicator. Okay, so let's quickly run and see if it works. But again, because I have very good internet connection here, I almost do not see this spinning activity indicator. It appears and disappears right away. So let me sign in. Oops. Okay, and let me sign out. Yeah, so it was so quick. Okay, so I think this is it for this video. Our MB Progress HUD is integrated and it works very well.